Good morning. Good morning, Annie. Thank you. Good morning, Kathleen. Hey, Blue. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hope. Hi, honey. I sent you the link. Thank you for coming on. Hi, Suzanne. Hello, everyone. Sorry, something went wrong. Okay, I hope I'm still streaming because it's telling me something went wrong. Oh, it's not showing me the comments. Okay. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Josie. Oh, good morning, all. Let's go into our hearts. Let's take a breath in. Slow down the breathing. And add in the love. Start sending that love from your heart to your brain and waking my brain up. So hopefully this is getting through that channel to your brain as well. Just tell yourself, I am loved. I am beautiful. I am enough. I am worthy. And allow that message to come through. And when it comes through to you, then it goes through to others as well. Thank you for sharing, Hope. And thank you, Annie, for sharing it out and for my wake-up call. All right. Well, how's everybody doing? What day is it? It's Friday. It's FriYay. Do we have any yays? Anybody got something good going on? Good morning, Joanne. Got to be something good happening somewhere. Let me see if I get the blog up and read that. And the blog is called Just Be. When you blame others, you give up your power to change. I sat in the presence of an earth angel today. Meg is one of the most giving, caring individuals you could ever meet. I've spent some time with her before, and I've been blessed to have stayed in her sanctuary at one point. We sat there together as she played some music called Deep Peace and just felt the energy of it powerfully fill the sanctuary. Meg and I had similar childhood experiences, and one of those was the absence of music as young children. It would have been so easy to blame our parents or our situation and to become bitter. Yet there we sat, as Meg put it, two little girls appreciating the music together. She saw me as a 15-year-old as I closed my eyes and drifted into the healing energy of the music. We stayed in the present moment, releasing any need for regret from the past. Dear angels, life brings us those people who help us expand and appreciate the beauty of each moment. I am finding more appreciation for the gift of time as I sat today with this precious lady, and again tonight as I spent time with my friend Denise. who has opened her home to me over the last month. Dear ones, the gift of presence is the most precious of all blessings you can share with another. Hold on to each other and bask in the energy that flows between you. Honor the soul essence by just being, sitting in silence with each other with no need for words. When you can sit together without the need to use words, you touch each other on a deeper level than you ever could with conversation. We invite all of you to hold these conscious soul conversations, honoring the presence of each other. Gift someone today with the priceless present of presence. In a world so full of hustle and busyness, this is a rare gem that will be treasured more than diamonds. Dear angels, today I promise to just be. Just be. What an amazing thing, because we always think we have to fill that void with conversation, don't we? We have to make small talk or find a question or find something to say. And we really don't. Just presence, just being in each other's energy. You know, words are something that us humans do. We don't really have to do it. We can communicate telepathically. And that's what you're doing when you're just being. You're not forcing anything. You're not speaking that foreign language that we speak. Yes, I'm telling you, you guys. It's only 31, but it feels colder than that to me. Morning, Deirdre. Sally, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. And Tony, hello. That's right, Deirdre, just be. Just be. It's my new motto this year, and something I think we're going to put into practice in Sedona while we're there. We're going to do some moments of just being instead of thinking that we have to talk, that we have to say something. Kathleen, good morning. Thankful that Pixie finally sent me an address. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry. I had the address. I meant to get it to you. I've had 50 million things, but that's not an excuse. But I'm glad that you got it. And you're going to send Corey a Hado bear. The gifts to Corey that you sponsored, we'll be sending them today. Oh, I'm so glad, because I don't think he's doing so well. He just had a scan, and Dixie hasn't sounded so good. She hasn't even been videoing him like she was as he opened some presents. So thank you for doing that. Jennifer, good morning. Yeah, we're missing Jessie. Suzanne is here. Thank you for sharing it with Jessie. And Annie, your friend Rainey Hiley lives in Sedona. Well, then tell your friend about our retreat. There's still a couple of spots. And my friend that I visited with, Meg, has given me a gift to help finance some of that. So that was so precious of her, because she can't be there, but she wants to be there virtually. So she did that so that it would be a little easier to get that house paid for, because it's not completely paid for yet with the signups. Sally, it's 10 degrees this morning. Oh my gosh, 8 inches of snow. The enlightenment is closed today as we have to dig our way out. Yeah. Oh, really? Well, I wish I had known that, Annie 7, and we would have looked at that for sure. There's Jessie. Stop by to say good morning, heading out to see friends. Have a beautiful day, Jessie. I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has to say about just being and see if she has a word for us. Okay. It's called The loving push. I don't remember this one. This might be another new one for us. The loving push. Sacred grandmother will nudge you when you need to take a step, comfort you when you become uncertain, and provide the means for you to move towards your destination, which is, of course, your divine destiny. When you feel the divine pushing you, leap. Wow. All right, then. Kind of the same thing. We don't need to move until we need to move. We don't need to speak until we need to speak. And I have to tell you, it was such a spiritual high moment to just sit in Meg's sanctuary with her. And it wasn't that we felt like we needed to be quiet. It was deeper than that. It was just honoring presence, just being, just looking at each other. We were listening to this music that she was playing called Deep Peace. And I actually found it on YouTube and played it a little bit last night. It's a young boys choir singing it. And it is just gorgeous because it's mostly, it sounds a little bit like opera, but not real opera-ish, if that makes sense, opera-ish. But it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. So if you want to look it up on YouTube, it's called Deep Peace. And the group is Libera, Libera, Libera. Sally, you need a strong lesson in just being today. You know, it's a conscious effort because we feel like we have to talk, don't we? We feel like there has to be something that's to be said. And we say it with our eyes. We say it with just our energy to just calm it and just be, to not have to do anything. You know, I've done quite a bit of public speaking in my life. And I remember when I was first even studying it in high school, because I was in drama club and in some other clubs where we had to get up in front of the others and speak. And I didn't understand the power of silence until later on. And it is powerful. You're talking to a group or leading a group in something, a teaching or an exercise. And there is a power in using silence. And it just draws everybody's attention when you do that. So as you're sitting one-on-one, it also works well to just have silence, nothing else. And make eye contact and just let your soul speak to each other. I challenge anybody that wants to take that challenge today to just be with others that you're around and see what happens. Just check it out. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. Either my internet's wonky. Looks like I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Yeah, thinking I might be frozen. We'll see if it comes back. Are you all still hearing me at least? I'm looking at it on my phone and I'm okay there, Ricky. All right. It's still frozen on my phone, so it must be the internet. Thank you, Joanne. Good morning, Auntie Jean L'Oreal. Okay, there we are. Now it came back up. And Jean says, teachers learn about silence early in their career, it gets the kids' attention. Sometimes, right? Sometimes they pay attention and sometimes they just keep talking when you're silent. But it is a great way to communicate with each other without using words. And Jean, I know you just came in, but I did this with Meg yesterday. We just sat in her sanctuary without words, and it was so beautiful to just be in her presence. She's an amazing person anyway. So just to sit there and not feel like we had to say anything. I mean, we did talk eventually, but those moments of silence, just being, are precious. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. And Kathleen says, have you sent the link to those who signed up for the Vision Quest tomorrow? No, that's something I have to do as soon as I get off of here today, is take care of, because I had one more person that said they were going to sign up. I guess I should just go ahead when people sign up and give it to them. But I was waiting to send one email instead of 15 or ever how many we have. Leo, good morning to you. I'm so happy that you're here, Leo. Deirdre, did you lose me? I think I'm back. I'm looking at it on my phone and it looks like it came back. And I'm seeing messages. Okay, so it is FriYay. And if you have any yays, please do share them, because we all need to be uplifted. And when you tell us your yay, that uplifts us. Also, if you have any prayer requests, we'd love for you to put those in there so we can all share in that. Sally, you're creating yourself an angel for card and peace today for both of us. I created one for healing and vigilance and sent it with Robert. Yesterday, a quantum healer went in and saw and felt the presence of my angel by his side. I succeeded in doing it. I broke into tears immediately. Robert is still deciding whether he wants to come back or not. When he dies, he'll return it. It will be with the divine essence of his mother, who will assist him in making better decisions and changing his ways. Yeah, when we return to spirit, we do what's called a life review. And so we look at those things that we did here, not in a judgment way, but in a learning way. And everything in the spirit realm is love. We don't have the regret and the sadness and all of that stuff that we have in the human experience. So yes, when he goes on, it will be a review of how he affected other people, what he learned during that live stream, and what he'll take with him going forward into the next one. Oh, Joanne, your FriYay is knowing this group. How awesome is that? And Sally says, my FriYay is being 60 years old and still receiving. Absolutely. Rick says, I seem to be doing a lot better. Thank you so much, everyone, for your prayers. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Rick. And I don't know, are you ready for that cross-country trip? You and Josie headed across the country to see us? And I might see you first, because I'm still waiting to hear when I'm flying into Florida. Deirdre says, good morning, Joanne. We seem to have lost our Mama P. I think I'm still going, Deirdre. Am I still on? I hope. I see it on mine. I'm watching it on the screen so I can see who's there. Okay, Sally says, okay, so I didn't get what your message said entirely. So not when he dies, when he does come back to his earthly form. Yeah, there's there's a blessing in having a near-death experience. So, oh, you all are seeing me. So Deirdre, I don't know what happened with yours, honey, but we are streaming. Christina had a great time with the kids for our dragons. Yay. And a new program for our seniors at the nursing home is getting off the ground. I so love it. I bet that is so wonderful for you and for them, Christina, because you're such a beautiful presence. Yay. That's a yay. So we're doing FriYays. Deirdre, you don't see anything but a black box. So maybe if you want to go out and come back in or just refresh your screen and maybe you'll get it all back because I can see mine and I see that we are streaming. All right. Any prayers, any yays? Your phone is sending half messages. Yeah, there's a lot to say about technology right now, isn't there? A lot going on. We had that meteor that came very, very close to colliding with us yesterday. Did y'all see that? It was like a bus size meteor, and they were tracking it because it was going to come so close to us. So there's a lot going on, a lot of energy stuff. Lou, it's Dolly Day. How is our Dolly? How's she doing with all this cold? I know she's older now, so I don't know if her bones are like our human bones. And as we get older, the bones don't like the cold so much. Annie, praying for Bob and Kathy Hand and Colin and her whole family. Yeah, she's on our big list. They all are on the big Peapod prayer list. So thank you for doing that. And Auntie Jean says, Ashley, I'm seeing two of you. My eyes are not functioning yet. Oh, well, I hope they wake up, Jean. What else? I just had a thought. Oh, today is moving day for me. So I'll be leaving where I've been for the last month and going to another friend's place, Susie Koff, and I'll be there for 12 days. And then hopefully by then I'll know my plans for Florida and be there for at least a couple of weeks before I come back out this way to go towards Sedona. Catherine, it was rough getting up this morning. Tell me about it. I don't do well in cold weather either, obviously. Been oversleeping the last few days because I've been snuggled into blankets. Sally says, prayers for Robert to wake up today, prayers for our peace of mind during trying times, and for more wandering souls to find their way to Teri. Oh, thank you, sweet Sally. And Leo, yes, I read about the meteor, and yesterday was a very interesting day filled with synchronicities, guidance, and new beginnings. Yes, it was. Well, today's a 9-day, the 27th. You know, I've noticed this for years, and I don't think it's just because my birthday is the 27th. I think it's because of the day of the month. It's a 9-day, and 9 is endings or closure. And then after that, we get a new beginning. But there's just something usually that happens on the 27th that's like a finality. It's like a closing of a door. So if you all notice that, just start paying attention because the energy of numbers is so important. Jean, is Bob ill? Not that I know of. No, I think Annie's mentioning Kathy and Bob Hand, and they're going through such struggles emotionally and just a lot of chaos and turmoil. So let's keep the whole family in our prayer. They're all on the prayer list. Oh, Kathy left a message. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I apologies. He's okay. All right, good. Deirdre's not seeing anyone. going to go watch YouTube on TV. Thank you. I love you all. See you next time. Bye, Teri. Thank you for being with us. We see you. We see your name and your comments and love you. All right, so let's go into our prayers. And as I said, let's keep those that were mentioned lifted up. And of course, our big prayer for peace on earth. I had an interesting day yesterday with some networking with some groups that are all about peace. And one of the groups, I reached out to the, I don't know what she is. Is she the president of the group or anyway, I sent her an email and told her who I was and told her I'd like to have her on the P Pod to talk about peace. And she sent me the most beautiful email back. And she says, I know who you are, and thank you for what you do for bringing peace in the world. And I was shocked because it was a big organization that does a lot of things in the world, a lot of events. They work with the United Nations. And for her to know about the Peace on Earth tour was huge. And I was talking to Meg about it, and I said, I do this every day. I'm out here 24/7 doing the Peace on Earth tour. And sometimes I just have that thought that goes through my head. Does anybody know that this is happening? I know the P's know, but it's like, is there anybody outside of our realm that knows? And that was like my confirmation that people are hearing about the Peace on Earth tour. And thank you all who share it with others and who share the videos and the lives, because that's how the message gets out. So anyway, she said she would love to come on to the P-Pod podcast. So I can't wait to talk with her and to share with you the things that are going on. Linda, hello, good morning, Linda Doss. The Peace on Earth tour is a pilgrimage for peace. And I go across the country. I've been back and forth. I think this is my third time coming to the West Coast. And we do land blessings. I talk to people about peace and how you can make your life more peaceful, how you can make your community more peaceful, and how you can make a difference in the world. And people invite me in from wherever they are to come in and to do the blessings and to talk about peace. I'm trying to learn how to do grants so that I'll have more funding for written information that I can pass out along the way. So that's what the Peace on Earth tour is. And everyone that's here on the live are all part of it. And Linda, thank you for being here, and thank you for asking. Where are you? What part of the world are you in? Jean says, I went out yesterday. So amazing. I noticed so many talking in a spiritual way, blessing each other and caring about each other. Maybe A Course in Miracle is making me more aware. It does. It will definitely make you more aware of others. You're in Cincinnati. I have not done a land blessing in Ohio. And I used to love to go to Cincinnati when where was I? I was in college in Lexington, and my husband's sister lived in Cincinnati, and we used to go visit quite a bit. So that was an exciting time. And I know Cincinnati's changed a lot since then. That was many years ago. But I would love to come back into Cincinnati if there's a place there that you feel we could do a land blessing, or if you know how to connect me with any of the government people there so that I can get the permission to either do a land blessing or a peace poll on the land. That's what I want to do more of this year. Do y'all want to do more peace polls? That was such an interesting, beautiful experience to put a peace poll at an elementary school in Montauk on New York. on Long Island. So let's do more peace polls, I'm hearing this year. Jean, you're saying yes. Oh, Jean, I want you to be at the next one. The next one that we put in the ground. I want you to definitely experience that. Good morning, Crystal Nobles. Oh, thank you, Linda. Linda, there's a website called peaceonearthtour.live, Live, and you can see all of the land blessings and water blessings. The peace pole information is there. So thank you for being here this morning and for being a P for peace. That's what all of us are that are doing this journey. All right, so let's go into our hearts for just a moment. Let's just stop and be present. Going to that place where we don't need words, that place where we know who we are spirit. And in spirit, we don't need the communication the way humans communicate. We communicate with love. That is our language. So let's do that for just a moment. Just take a breath in and feel that energy. And when you relax that breath out, let everything release. All the tension, all the worries, all the stress. Just let it go with the out breath. And take in another beautiful breath of energy. And release it. And now let's just connect in from our heart to our higher self, letting that energy travel from the heart chakra up through the crown, up to your higher self. And we're going to lift all of these prayer requests. There's a lot of them, so let's lift them together, asking for them to be seen and heard, asking for each one to be looked at and the answer to be for the best and highest good of all. Anyone who's going through something physical, we just ask for whatever is the best for that person. And for Sally's son-in-law, Robert, whatever is needed there in his mental state, his emotional state. Anybody that's going through emotional turmoil right now, we just lift you up for peace in your heart and peace in your life. And we just ask that all of this happen for the best and highest good, because we don't know what that is. As humans, we only see a certain part of it. We don't see the whole picture. So we leave all of those prayer requests right there. We just leave them with the Creator, knowing that the divine has a plan. And sometimes we're not privy to that plan, but we trust. We have faith. We believe that, as our Marietta says, everything is working perfectly. Okay. So then we turn to each other, and we do this every day. We give love and we give gratitude. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, thank you. I love you. Those are healing words. Those are words that lift us so high and keep us high the whole day. They just keep us lifted up, like we're put in a hot air balloon and sent upward, and we can stay on that high vibration. We don't have to come out of it. The choice we make every day, we have a blank slate, and we can put on that whatever we want. We can create our world the way we want it to be every day. Hi, Rosalind. Good vibes. Thank you for being here. I see all of your beautiful words, Christina, Suzanne, Jennifer, Kathleen, Catherine, Sally. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I love you. And Leo, if you're still hanging out, I'm going to go find you on YouTube and dance our way out of here today. There you are. Have a great day, everybody.
Good morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on a mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today is a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Cup full of joy. Full of joy, give me a cup, give me a cup of joy, 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 give me a cup of joy. Give me a cup of joy.
Woo! Woo! Thank you, Leo. There he goes. Thank you, Leo. And thank you, Peas. Thank you to everyone that was here. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. And today is the last day to sign up for the vision board. If you haven't done that yet, it's not your normal vision board. It's a spirit quest. And boy, are we going to have a good time tomorrow. So thank you for being here. I love you. Namaste, y'all.